the Only TheStrat Scalping Setup that you need with futures trading. I have a total of 3 models. I've taught 2 on this channel already. This is the final one. And actually, this is where the vast majority of my trades come from. And it's super high win rate, super high probability. And it's very simple. You know, you can see the proof with my results but also my students' results that trade this model. So the evidence is there that it clearly works. Let's get right into it with the step-by-step mechanical rules. Step number 1, you need something that I call higher time frame candle outlook. And that can actually be on 2 time frames, but I'm going to give you the highest probability one to use in this video. So let's go to the 4-hour, since this is the best one to use. There are a total of 3 candles that you need to be aware of for higher time frame candle outlook. That's either going to be a number 2 candle, or it can be a number 3 candle, or it can be a failed 2 candle, which you will see on the screen. But there's a big mistake that a lot of traders make or will make with this strategy if they do not understand this, what I'm about to tell you. So you might be thinking, oh, look, Mike, it is a bullish failed 2. This is bullish. No, it's not. Why? Right? Because doesn't that kind of illustrate with that picture that I just showed you? This is not a bullish signature. If you do not understand this, you are not going to get nearly as good results as myself and my mentees get. This candle opens at 6 a.m. Eastern time. It's a 4-hour candle. This is where you're using your higher time frame candle outlook. Opens at 6 and it closes at 10 o'clock. Go to the 15-minute. So do you remember that was a failed 2 on the 4-hour? I will even put it on the screen next to it so you can see it alongside each other. We pair a 4-hour with a 15-minute. That was a 4-hour bullish failed 2, but what is an extremely important detail is the price action inside of it needs to match that of bullish market structure, and it did not. This right here is 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, the open of 4-hour candle. This right here is 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, the close of 4-hour candle. The criteria for 15-minute bullish shift is a fair value gap and a strong close above a swing high. Do you notice inside that 4-hour candle, this 15-minute price action, it does not have that criteria for a 15-minute bullish shift? Whenever you see this happen, this still counts as higher time frame candle outlook. So even if you do not have, say, a bearish number 3 or a bearish number 2 or a bearish failed 2, even if it's something like this, for example, a bullish failed 2, but the criteria on the 15-minute does not reflect that of a bullish market structure inside the candle, not after, inside, then you stay with that bias, and that counts as higher time frame candle outlook. Step number 2, for the best results, you want to see a premium on the 15-minute. How do we establish that? To establish a premium, you need to take your swing point from the swing high, highest high in the middle, lower high on the left, lower high on the right, that grabbed a previous swing high or several, just at least one. We have several in there. And made a new low. Anchor your Fibonacci from that high to the absolute low as you're going into 10 in this scenario. Bare minimum, it needs to get back above 50% equilibrium of that range. Now, this is a big mistake so many traders make right here because they're operating from a predictive mindset. They will see price take out this high and think to themselves, oh man, it invalidates the structure now. It's looking bullish. Look, Mike, it has a fair value gap. That's a predicting mindset. That's a novice trader mindset. With the strat, and what makes this so powerful is we react. When did that close happen that I just told you? Into 10. When does the next 4-hour candle close? Into 2. So until 2 o'clock gives you higher time frame candle outlook, which will be one of those 3 candles that I mentioned earlier, you will stay with that bias. So what that means is that this is simply in a deeper premium with even more liquidity. And in fact, it made it even more appealing to me as a result. It looked even better. because it just has more to work off of. The next step, you need to see what I call the bread and butter, my bread and butter, the failed to signature right here. Now there's a big mistake, again, that a lot of people make when it comes to failed twos, right? Just showing you the receipts in the 1% club that there's no hindsight right there, real time. There's a big mistake that a lot of traders make. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, it cleaned out the low, it cleaned out the high. What was the last thing that it cleaned out? The high. I'll show you what that looks like. Drop down to your 1 minute. Do you notice that with the last thing that it did? Because I'm fully aware it cleaned out both sides. But it cleaned out the low first of the prior 15-minute candle, then it pushed up. This was the last thing that it cleaned out. So the lesson is, even if it's not a one-sided failed two like we see a lot, it's still valid for me as long as this was the last thing that it cleaned out. Let's divide it. That's where the 15-minute candle opens. That's where the 15-minute candle closes. You need to then hunt for the criteria for 1 minute market structure shift inside that 15-minute failed to candle. That is the fair value gap. 3 candles make a fair value gap. The top of the first candle, the bottom of the third candle, do not touch, leaves a gap. And you also need to see a strong close below a 1 minute swing low, which happens to be right there. That confirms your 1 minute shift inside the 15-minute failed to reversal candle with the strat. PT and stop, what's that going to be? Here's what I want you to do whenever this happens. I want you to take the length of your 15-minute failed to, and I want you to project lower. There is no magic in projecting price lower, but what it does allow you to do is it makes this a bit more mechanical. It allows you to form a low-hanging objective target as a scalper. The more important thing is what sell-side liquidity pool or what inefficiency is within that projection that I can target. And that happened to be this imbalance. This is a one-to-one strategy. You would enter right here as you're going into the 1045 close. Your target, as I showed in the 1% club, right here, one-to-one stop for ample wiggle room. Now here is a short clip that's gonna really solidify your understanding, seeing it real time, but also receipts.
Oh yeah, easy. Oh yeah, that'd be the way to do it. That's super low-hanging objective. Go beans.
And lastly, I am yet again, I'm gonna be updating I'm gonna update the free Discord chat a little bit. I have already like so many good videos in here, but I'm gonna start putting a little bit more of my basic failed twos, aka what we talked about in this video, in the free Discord as well. I can't do it to the degree of what I do in the 1% club because of course that would not be fair. But I'll still plug, maybe a video a week in here for failed two scenarios, since that is where the bulk of my setups come from anyway, is like these basic failed twos. Those are going to be exclusive videos that you will not find on the channel, and they will be in there weekly. So if you're interested, then make sure you join the free Discord chat. There will be a link to that in the video description, and I will even put a link to that in the pinned comment below.